Let's have a conversation. Yes, ChatGPT, OpenAI's platform. Let's actually look at it. It's been a minute since I've actually looked at OpenAI's platform and ChatGPT. So let's just have a conversation with ChatGPT and go check out the website. If you haven't seen ChatGPT's website in a while, I recommend that you go to openai.com and play. Just take some time, set a timer, do about 25 minutes and poke around. You may learn a little bit, you may go down a rabbit hole and get trapped in some on some page, but you'll have fun. And here's what I want to tell you. If you haven't been here in a while, I recommend that you go to this carousel. It says ChatGPT on your desktop. You could download it on your desktop. I do have it on my Mac. And if you go to the next one, it'll give you Ask ChatGPT anything. You don't even need to log in to Ask ChatGPT right on the platform. It's a good place to start if you're new and you're like, I don't want to connect this to my whatever account, me, Google. You can then go to Apple and ChatGPT, learn more about the partnerships. Click on that. You might be surprised. I was surprised. I'm excited. The next thing is the spring update. If you haven't read about the spring update with 4.0 Omni, read all about it. I recommend it. It is so much faster than 4 and 3.5. And then finally, introducing Sora. Click on this, play with it. It has not launched, but basically, when Sora launches, you will be able to ask Sora, tell me, create a video showing me elephants flying in the sky or pink elephants on parade, like Dumbo. Like you could actually make it a video on many experiences. How creative you want to be is what the video will come up with. So whatever your prompt is, it'll do it for you. But again, it's not available. So yes, go to OpenAI, go to the carousel. Then go down and play with this carousel. It's basically a scrolling carousel to the right. The first one is let your imagination run wild. Click on it. This is that interactive one where you can select a prompt. If you hover over the moving panel, it'll stop. It write an email to request a quote from a local plumber. Play with this one. I'm going to go back so you can check it out. A super assistant for every member of your team. Click on that. Empower your entire workforce with enterprise grade AI. This one I'm a fan of in the sense that I would like to see if what companies are using it and if this is going to be something good for school districts where data will be housed and be safe. I don't know if it's ready yet, but I am very intrigued. And then Search GPT is a prototype. Now I'm going to land here for a moment. I recommend you join the wait list because you can be ahead of the game with Search GPT. It's probably as good as or even better than when you go to Google now or any search engine, they have a GPT feature or a generative AI feature, and it'll search faster and with you. So I join this wait list, but it gives you some recommendations or at least some samples on what it'll be able to do for you and with you. So go down there and just watch the video and go to search GPT. You can Google search GPT prototype. It'll come up for you for OpenAI. Those are just a little bit of the updates for ChatGPT. Of course, go to the research. I recommend going to the research, especially if you are in a school district and you're in IT or edtech. This is a place you want to play with. Just select research, go to GPT for Omni, for Omni Mini, DALI 3, Sora. Go dive into the research. There's more research once you start clicking, overview, and index. There's a lot there. But you know what I wanted to do? Is let's have a conversation with ChatGPT. Now, I've had a few conversations with ChatGPT. I've even had other videos. You can watch this video if you haven't seen it, where I make ChatGPT slow down. If you are a self-determined learner, ChatGPT is totally for you. I want to have a conversation sometimes with where I can collaborate and kind of hang out with the person and just talk about whatever. And I don't always have that person around. Here's what you can do with ChatGPT. You can say, let's have a conversation. I'm going to say, let's chat. See what happens. Now I have it set up to where it will talk to me. And sometimes it'll say, hey, Mina, what do you want to talk about? So, of course, what's on your mind? So, whatever topic you want to talk about or ask about, ask it. Tell me about the medals for the 2024 Olympics. Let's see if it can give it to me. And it's giving me, wow. It's literally telling me about the medals, unity and connection, iconic Parisian symbolism, sustainable materials, gold medal breakdowns, Tells you that it's plated with pure gold, covered in a base of recycled silver. Wow. Okay. Who won medals? Let's see if it knows, because I don't know if it knows this information. Like, it's searching. Ooh, the Summer Olympics in Paris featured an impressive display of athleticism. Japan, it said, okay, let's see. Let's start from here. The United States and China were neck and neck, both finishing with the highest number of gold medals at 40 each. However, the US led the overall medal count with 126 total medals, including 44 silver and 42 bronze. Japan followed in third place with 20 gold medals, and France, the host nation, secured 16, rounding out the top five with a total of 64 medals. Look, this, and it's quick. Australia also performed strongly, winning 18 gold medals and a total of 53 medals overall. Notably, countries like the Netherlands, Great Britain, and South Korea also had strong performances, each contributing significantly to their nation's medal tallies. For a detailed breakdown of all the medalists, you can check out the Olympic website. And wow, it doesn't even, I can Google it. Where's the website? Like, can you give me a list breakdown in table format? If it can, and you are a math teacher and you want to have this conversation and have students come up with a way to organize the medals, how fun would that be? Like that you can even do in kinder, first, second, third grade. You can organize these, and it's doing it. What a great thing. It's real. It's happening now. You can talk about, maybe there are students in your classroom that have lineage in other countries. How does this make you feel? Does it make you feel proud? Isn't this great? Why do you think the United States has so many more medals compared to other countries? Why do some countries not have as many? Why do some countries not have any? What a conversation. Some historical context, mathematical context. You can integrate the science behind understanding how athletes train, why training is so important, what happens to the heart rate, why are some faster than others, what's their timing. I mean, the sky is the limit, not even the sky for that matter. And you can grab this and look, I can download this. I download it. Let's see if it'll open it for me. I'm going to drag it over so you can see it. Let's minimize this so you can actually see it. Look, it did it for me. I mean, how wonderful is that to have this available to have a conversation? And I just asked ChatGPT, let's have a conversation. You can ask it anything. Now it's quick, it's fast, and it's very available. You can have other conversations, what's going on around the world in history. What are conversation starters that I can have for my grade 7 in mathematics and science? Ask me questions and keep me part of this conversation. Maybe give me one each for both content areas. Let's see what happens. It's pretty quick. Here are some conversation starters that you can use with your grade 7 students in mathematics and science. I like this. Not too many. Mathematics conversation starter. How do you think you can use algebra in real life? Can you come up with a situation where you might need to solve a problem? What examples would you use to show the importance of algebra? So here's the thing. I kind of wanted it to use the information above. I apologize. Keep to the context of this chat. We are talking about the Olympics. ChatGPT is a bot. It's doing its own thinking. So it did not consider that I wanted it to talk about the Olympics. I wanted it to be, don't come up with real stuff. This is the real stuff that I gave you. This is the conversation. No problem. Let's align the conversation starters with the Olympics. Mathematics. The Olympic Games involve athletes from all over the world. If you had to calculate the average number of medals won per country, how would you go about it? What factors might affect the average or this average? My question to you, how do you think discussing averages and data in the context of the Olympics could help students grasp these mathematical concepts better? Would you incorporate other statistical measures like median and mode? You could ask ChatGPT, well, what do you think? Same with science. I like the conversation starter, and it posed a question to me. It kept me a part of the dialogue so that it's just not deciding what I want. It's asking me what I want. Olympic athletes often break records and achieve incredible physical feats. What do you think are the key biological factors that allow an athlete to run faster or jump higher? How might technology or training methods enhance these abilities? Now, if you are using the next generation science standards, you could go into the science standards and look at the life science standards and say, what standard fits this? And then work this question in as well. And tell students the learning criteria is, and we will know that we've learned it when we can. Now, just know that the science standards is huge. You may need to break it down. Remember that. And what's the phenomenon here? We know athletes can run fast. Why can they run fast? What biological factors help them run faster than most people in the world? My question to you, I love this. How would you explain the role of biomechanics and physiology in sports performance to your students? Would you connect this to any experiments or demonstrations in the classroom? I love a demonstration. I also love when students touch the science and the math and writing and reading and all the things. And so these are things that you can do with your students, and you can do this with yourself when you want include yourself with ChatGPT, because I could tell it to write me a lesson and it will very quickly, but it's not including my voice in the conversation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Come back and let me know how you are using generative AI to enhance the learning experiences for your students. Thank you so much for watching.